everybody, and welcome again to Talking Food with Chef Carlo.
And the amazing Andrew. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was amazing.
Nice.
I didn't have to do anything.
That's the best Thanksgiving. Someone else cooked?
I just brought the bourbon.
Oh.
And no, didn't even bring the bourbon.
I sent you pictures of my porchetta. You didn't even want to bring bourbon over?
I was busy drinking.
Oh.
Well, I get carved the turkey.
Right.
And the deep fried turkey that we had there, it was falling behind on temperature, so I just quickly cut it into pieces and put it back into the turkey fryer, so we saved Thanksgiving.
Boom! You saved. Boom. Chef Carlo saves Thanksgiving. Sounds like a children's novel.
That's what they told me. Now I'm like, I just got the turkey, put it back into the fryer.
Yeah.
So now you're exposing more surface area to the hot peanut oil.
Nice.
And it's like, I was like, sure, let more turkey to eat.
Absolutely. What are we doing today, Chef?
Today we're doing show you ramen.
We're gonna show you
how to make ramen.
But it's actually show you, S-H-O-Y-U, but it's funny because, you know.
Before I start.
Sorry.
It's show you.
I've been saying that joke for an hour now. I was like, I'm going to show you ramen.
It's S-H-O-Y-U.
Right.
Show you.
Show you.
Show you how to make ramen.
And what is show you ramen?
Okay, before we get there. So I saved the bones and the carcasses from the turkey, and I made a turkey stock. And just to fortify it for today, I'm going to add, I got my turkey stock just because I want it more flavorful. I'm going to add 2 cups of onions. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Just a cup of celery, cup of carrots, just because I want more flavor in that stock. I'm going to add
traditional mirepoix?
Traditional mirepoix with the addition of ginger. 2 pieces of ginger.
And we didn't slice them or shred them or anything. We just cut them right up.
Cut them right up, throw them in there. It's all about flavor. Now, show you ramen. Ramen is a Japanese preparation. Mm-hmm. I'm going to add also 1 tablespoon of miso paste.
Miso paste.
Which is fermented soybeans. Mm-hmm. So, what is ramen? Ramen, now we can talk.
Okay, great.
So, usually I will let this cook for about an hour or 2 hours, simmer, and then strain it. But with 20 minutes, it's going to be fine.
Yes.
And then we're going to finish the ramen.
Okay.
Now, ramen is a Japanese preparation. Is Chinese-style noodles, egg-based, and they use a specific water that has a lot of chemical properties in it. It has a calcium, oh my God.
Calcium carbonate?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Brew beer, so.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. So this renders the noodle very chewy and also gives it that yellow coloration.
Gotcha.
To make that, basically what we do here is, and I've been asked for a couple of coworkers to make a vignette on how to make ramen noodles.
Perfect.
Which somehow it will come up next week. Which is basically you take your flour, your eggs, you add baking soda, and baking soda that I have put in the oven for about an hour at 250 degrees.
Right.
That will dry up more the baking soda and elevate the pH. What the baking soda is going to do is really going to mess up with those coils of gluten and make them super springy.
Right.
That gives the chewiness to your ramen.
Right.
Ramen, because you don't want a soft noodle when you eat ramen.
No.
Especially some people I've heard, I use spaghetti for my ramen. No. It's going to overcook. It's going to become soft. It's not going to have that bite. That even if you attempt to overcook ramen, it's still going to maintain a bite, and that's what you want on your ramen.
Gotcha.
And it's very easy to make. Now, ramen, shoyu ramen is the chicken base. I got the spoon. It's your chicken
better
base.
Than a knife.
It's a chicken based ramen, but we're using the leftovers from Thanksgiving.
Turkey.
That's fine. The beautiful thing about ramen is it takes shape and flavor everywhere you go in Japan. Every region have different ingredients, different ways of doing their broth. Like my favorite, it's the tonkatsu ramen, which is a pork broth, which they make a stock with the pork bones, pork neck bones, pork feet, pork ears. It sounds disgusting, but pork feet and pork ears have a lot of collagen. Collagen is extracted by simmering your stock,
Gotcha.
and it's going to extract all those proteins into the broth, and it's going to make it like creamy and milky. And when you hit it with the ramen,
Just tasty.
it's just tasty. Now, ramen is wherever you go in Japan, there's going to be a different kind of ramen, a different kind of flavor. But the base of your ramen is the one that we're going to do today is we're going to top it with bean sprouts. Now, it starts with the bowl. We're going to build the noodles. We're going to add the toppings, and then on top of it is going to be added the hot stock. It has to be really, really hot because all the toppings are going to be cold. There is ramen houses popping all over the place. Check your city, do a quick Google because it's satisfying, it's great.
It's inexpensive. You're not going out and buying a $20. They don't make $20 bowls of ramen.
I could.
You could, but that's with truffles and everything else.
I can start using Wagyu beef,
Right.
which interestingly came on sale at the Costco website. 12 pounds of Wagyu beef for $1,000.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a great price actually.
If you say so.
Imported for Japan. So we're gonna build the toppings for this ramen. So we have bean sprouts.
Bean sprouts.
Next.
In a bowl.
Yeah, because it looks pretty instead of the plastic container.
Those are nice bowls, yeah.
Now, carrots.
Carrots.
But
shaved.
this shaved carrots. So I take my carrot with the veggie peeler, and I just make nice little strings. I could use the mandolin, or I could dice it by hand and make juliennes.
Right.
But when you cut them into this nice thin slices, they go better with the stock. They're going to become a little bit softer faster.
Plus, it's a little bit easier to pick up with, chopsticks.
With the chopsticks. Okay, so it's basically as easy as just peeling your carrot, using your peeler, and you
Just continue on. So you get the outside off, and you just keep on going.
Yeah, I don't want the peeling there. I mean, it is as easy as taking your peeler and just take your carrot and go back and forth, and you produce this beautiful strings.
Yes.
And actually, vegetarian cooking, you can use this as a
noodle.
As a noodle.
Right.
There are equipment in the that you can buy at the big groceries.
The spiral thingy.
There's a spiral thingy. There's a thing that you go like that, and it produces the strings, and they call them oodles and noodles or
spiralizers.
Listen, my trusty veggie peeler does the
I actually
work.
think that there's an attachment for like your KitchenAid mixer on the front that does that spiral
Yes,
sort of thing.
I've seen it.
Yes. I think I want it, but it's always too expensive.
Listen.
Nothing against that, but I can't afford it.
Now, if you have the money,
Right.
then go for it.
It's kind of like pasta makers. If you've got, they sell, $50, $60 pasta makers. They also sell $200 pasta makers.
And here's the thing: the pasta maker, the KitchenAid attachment, it's fun, but you have to change and interchange all the molds. I
Right.
actually can work pasta faster with my $20 Imperia stainless steel pasta machine than actually with the KitchenAid attachment.
Right.
Now, KitchenAid has a different attachment, which is an extruder, which you can put the dough in there, and then it will spit out the pasta.
Right.
But it's fun. Celery.
Celery.
It's a nice crunch. How are we gonna do this bad boy?
We're going to chop it.
No. Slice it in a nice 45-degree bias. Go in there. Give me a couple of celery sticks in there. Oh, you're lefty. I keep forgetting
it's okay.
that.
It's okay. We've only been doing the show for a year.
Okay. Well, we're guys. Guys, we know. Hey, is your hair always been black?
Yeah. I don't ever notice.
So I like to cut the celery on a bias 45-degree angle to give it a nice angle in there. My stock, it's getting to the nice simmer. I can
Smell it. It smells good in
I
here.
can smell it. I know, because I took all the turkey and I boil it, and then we're going to fortify it now with the mirepoix, and it's going to become delicious. So you got there your celery. Another great topping for your ramen is your... Oh my God, I forgot. I was going to say green beans, but it's green onions.
Green beans? Well, if you got leftover green beans from Thanksgiving, throw them in there. What the heck?
Green onions. Actually, this is a leftover from Thanksgiving. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Now, here's the most important thing. I took the turkey and I tossed it in a mixture of garlic, sesame oil, and 5-spice Chinese powder, which is a combination of ground clove, ground cinnamon, ground ginger and clove. And it gives a automatic Vietnamese, European, Asian flavor.
European, huh?
Europe, yes, sir.
Little
European.
garlic in there. Yeah, it does, and you can buy them in a jar. You can buy it in a jar.
Now, king oyster mushrooms roasted in the oven. Roasted in the oven and ready to go. I don't like to add raw mushrooms to my ramen. Some people love them. Some people don't love them. I just don't like it. So
These
you
are
know
King
what?
Royal, huh?
Yes, king oysters.
King mushrooms.
Okay, now
Are the oysters or mushrooms? Those are mushrooms.
those are mushrooms.
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 Okay.
Did I say oysters?
Yes, you did.
Oh my God. Because there's this restaurant in Raleigh. They're doing dollar oysters on Tuesdays.
Oh.
That's tonight.
That is tonight.
That's where I'm having. That's
That's
dinner
dinner
today.
time, huh?
Thinking about dinner time already. And it's only lunch. Now, so we got the beautiful protein here, and you're gonna slice it
Okay.
so we can put it.
You want to slice it thin
Yes, please.
at a 45-degree angle?
Yes, sir. It's gonna be sliced thin, 45-degree angle. And you want it sliced thin because remember, there's going to be a lot of, it's cold, comes from the fridge. So we're going to use our hot stock to warm up the soup. So if you cut it into big chunks, by the time you eat it, you're not going to be able to heat all the way through. And I don't know about you, but I don't like to eat semi-cold soup.
No, cold soup, that's gazpacho.
That's only in the summer. That's only in the summer.
I don't think it'd be anytime. I'm not a big fan of cold soup.
Nah, cold soup is
No,
fun.
cold pizza, that's a different story.
Well, cold pizza screams of college.
College? It screams of a Saturday morning, right before the big game.
Big game. Okay, so how are we doing time?
We've got about 16 minutes.
Fantastic. So Andrew's working on the turkey, and at this point, I will let the stock go for about 1 hour. I just wanted to show you, but at this point, I'm gonna strain my stock. Unless you want the big pieces of celery and carrot in there, go for it. I like my stock nice and clear. So I like to strain it through a fine colander, what we call a chinoise.
Chinois.
Chinoise.
Chinois.
I'm gonna strain it through a chinois as soon as I can pick up this big pot.
Oh, you want some help?
Nah, yes. Just hold the colander right there. Sweet. Awesome. Put it right back. Oh, it's still draining. Oh no, hold on. We want all the goodness in there. We want all the goodness. Thank you, sir.
Got it? All right. I think I put chicken on your hand.
It's okay. It's cooked, so we don't have to worry about about the sanitation rules right now.
No.
We don't have to worry about the sanitation rules. You'll always worry about sanitation rules. You don't want to get anybody sick.
Never.
Okay, so
Because
now
then they
we
won't
have,
come back over your house.
or they won't come back to your restaurant,
Yeah, exactly.
or you won't be able to teach them or anything.
Or
like
you'll be in jail because you killed them.
that. Oh my God. Okay, so if you want, oh look at that, nice job.
Thank you.
Wow, impressive, impressive. My young Padawan.
I'm trying not to cut my finger off.
No, we don't want that. We don't want blood. And I brought you your paper towels right there after you're
Thank
done
you
with that.
very
You're
much.
so welcome. Now, I took the liberty of pre-cooking my noodles. I like to pre-cook the noodles for ramen because, first of all, oh, hold on, that piece there,
Oh, you got an extra piece.
I don't know.
Does it not look good?
I don't
Let's
know.
see. No, that's terrible. We need to go back to drawing board with that chicken. Or turkey breast, sorry.
Bone. I like to warm up my noodles. First, I like to cook them in just plain water. They will release a lot of starch. If you cook them inside of your stock, it will make it thicker, but it's gonna be thicker because they're gonna release a lot of the starch into the water. I don't want that texture. I want the nice clear broth texture with the noodles. So I just cook them in water for about 5 minutes, hot water of course. Drain them and then put them into, shock them in cold water so it stops the cooking process. And then right now, we're gonna heat them up. And this is about 1.5 pounds of noodles. I know.
Pound and a half.
1.5 pounds.
Of noodles.
Because they're delicious.
I'm gonna warm them up.
I'm gonna warm them up. You can actually just, most places they will just plate it like this. They will already take your noodles and just put them on your bowl, put all the toppings and add the hot stock on top of it.
Right.
I say that we need to warm them up a little bit.
Okay.
Because the hot stock will hit it there and it's gonna make them also even. There you go. So I'm just gonna warm them up and put it back into the container just for plating. Now, you can find ramen noodles already ready on the supermarket. Please stay away from the 25-cent
Package.
Oh my God.
I was going to try. I was looking for that at the house today. I was going to bring it in. It's like, okay,
No.
I'm ready to make ramen. Here we go. No.
And you know what? On the way to school this morning, I was gonna stop at the supermarket and get one of the packets of 25-cent ramen. And no. It's read the label. I mean, the ingredients for ramen, actually original ramen is flour, water, salt, and the calcium water. If I was making it with the eggs, will be flour, water, baking soda, salt. That's it. You don't need 25 ingredients to make that little packet of ramen.
No.
Plus they add hydrogenated fats and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So stay away from that one. I understand. But in college, I used to eat it. Read the package. The flavoring package is MSG,
Yes.
MSG, MSG.
And then extra MSG.
And then they
And
flavor,
artificial flavorings and red 5 and
they flavor the MSG with MSG.
yes.
So let me show you. Let me show you how they flavor your ramen package. Okay, so they're nice and warm now. So I'm just gonna put it back in here for plating. And they are long, and I love this kind of noodles because they're long and they'll make you slurp. Now, it's perfectly okay to slurp your noodles while you eat ramen. It's a widely practiced. As you slurp in, you're actually inhaling air, and it's actually making your noodles colder. And if you go to good ramen houses, you're gonna hear if there's original people there from the old country, you're gonna hear and go like,
Yep.
and you think somebody's dying. It's like, what's going on? No, they're slurping the noodles, and it's the right way to do it. There is noodle houses, ramen houses. Most of them will make their noodles on site. And if not, they'll buy high quality noodle. And I think next show we should make the noodles on the show. Okay, to show you how easy it is. Time.
9 minutes.
Oh, sweet. So I got the noodles ready.
That's what I'm here for.
Let me just wipe this a little bit so we can start doing a little presentation here. Oh, you know what?
What's that?
Even easier.
Flip it over.
No.
Oh. Get rid of it.
Yeah, I have my thing here. There you go. Perfect. Now we have perfect canvas for presentation. Okay, so let's build
a ramen bowl.
a ramen bowl. Do we want a big bowl or a small bowl?
I think go for the small one. Because
small one?
That's the one I'll eat.
That's the
Or you
one.
can go with you can go with that.
Okay,
size.
let's do
That
this.
size looks
Let's
good.
do a big bowl just for presentation wise.
Okay.
And then I'll make you a small bowl. So
We always have a line after the show, so people wanting to come in. So
yeah, I wonder how people know that we're making
don't
good
know.
stuff here. Okay, so put a little bit of ramen right in the center.
okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now, toppings of your choice.
Ah, and then you just top it as you wish.
And here,
Okay.
since you're
One
using,
hand.
yeah, you can do one hand or two hand. It's up to you. And the stock is it that time of the year already?
Yep. All right,
Okay.
so I can top it with whatever I want.
Wherever you want. So a little bit of protein, green, the sprouts, the mushrooms. You can add your celery, top it with the green onions, and the kicker of them all, my favorite topping for ramen, which has become very popular and the object of discussion, is a hard-boiled egg. But is it a hard-boiled egg or a creamy egg? Just what we have here.
Look at there.
Soft boil. There you go. Keep it inside of the lines. Keep it inside of the lines. And actually, this one you can just pull it in the center, give it some height. And keep it inside. There you go. You're good.
There we go. A couple of pieces of celery.
Couple pieces of celery. And then shower it with the scallions. Now, what do you think you need?
Broth. Stock.
Broth stock. Look at that. Beautiful. So you want to add it to the center of the bowl. Piping hot.
Look at that. Make sure we get a picture of this one too.
And that is,
That's pretty.
how
Ooh.
easy was that?
Like ridiculously simple. A lot of prep work in getting everything cut up and everything else, but it's completely worth it. Your family will love you for it.
Yeah, the prep work is mostly cutting your veggies.
Yeah.
And of course, this is not very typical, but I like to put a little bit of cilantro right on top of it.
Cilantro.
I know.
He did say it wasn't typical.
I know it's not typical, but I just love cilantro. I can do cilantro in everything I make.
Look at there. And there you go. Show you. We showed you.
We show
ramen.
you.
We showed you ramen.
Show you how to make ramen noodles.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
And again, the good thing about ramen noodles is you can add anything you want to
Baby
it.
corn.
Baby corn, just make sure it's nicely presented.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do this for, now the eggs, I've talked to a couple of chefs and I like a really soft boiled egg because it becomes creamy as you mix it with the hot stock. And it looks just gorgeous. So now we'll make one for you.
Okay, great.
No, actually,
Let's make one for Adam. What's
we
Adam?
will
want?
make one for yours. For whom?
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Adam's one of our camera guys here.
Hey, Adam. Thank you for being the cameraman. Okay, no, and you know what? You don't have to do this.
What's that?
Go ahead, make it.
Okay.
Okay, so smaller portions. So one thing you want to do is when you take the noodles, I give it a little twist.
A twist.
A twist.
Noodles with a twist.
Noodles with a twist. I take the noodle, I give it a twist, so I create height.
Uh-huh. Look there.
And I use the same technique also for pasta. Pasta plating, always give it a little twist.
Gotcha.
It gives it a little ump up.
Gotcha.
And I got the stock nice and ready. Time?
Time, we got about 4
man,
minutes.
that's
We're doing
amazing. We're doing good. So this is to show you, you can make your own chicken stock. Now the good thing about this, you can make your own chicken stock for soyu, and you can use the chicken that you use for the stock as part of your ramen. You can take a whole chicken, or even better than a chicken, a hen. Hen, they make the best stock
Why?
because they are older animals.
Oh.
So they have less collagen, but they have more flavor. They have more flavor.
That is mine.
Oh, that's yours?
That's
you
mine.
change it? Okay.
Yeah, I do want a baby corn though. What'd you do with those baby corns?
I hid it from you.
Oh, don't hide the corns for me.
Don't hide the code for you.
You don't even know where you put them.
No, I can't remember where I put it. And he was, oh, wait a minute. Would you like some spice? Add some sliced jalapeno.
Jalapenos? No, I'm good on that.
Ah, come on.
No.
Okay, fine. Have your baby corn.
No, thank you.
I was hiding it from you.
You were trying.
And of course, to spice it up a little bit, you have my favorite, which is the sambal olek, which is a fermented chili hot sauce.
Ooh.
Or my favorite way to spice up.
Jalapenos.
Yes. Freshly cut jalapenos. That way they will release those oils. Notice that I'm not touching it with my hands because it's hot. And then you can bite into those and you can bring a little bit of freshness in this. But
nice.
There's nothing wrong if you want to add your sambal olek in there,
Right.
which is one of my favorite hot sauces. I think sambal and sriracha, it's like top
Right.
hot sauces, oriental sized hot sauces. There's so many hot sauces there. Petza Speed made here in North Carolina, incredible sauce.
Absolutely.
So
cool.
This is a good way, but Chef Carlo, you didn't use much leftovers from Thanksgiving. You used the bones and the turkey. So people make turkey sandwiches. Some people make
Nachos.
Tell them about your nachos. You still have time.
I made a porchetta. The show we did a couple weeks ago, made a porchetta and had leftover pork and ate the pork sandwiches for a couple of days. And then Sunday night, I was like, I had corn tortillas, and I was like, I'm going to make nachos. So I took the porchetta, throw it in a pan, a little bit of sauteed onions and peppers, a little bit of fajita seasoning, and boom, I had nachos. Great way. It was a great way to use that pork.
And you had nachos. You can do the same with the turkey. You can make your nacho turkeys. But I think this is a nice way to end that Thanksgiving feast with that nice soup that feed your soul. Did I just hit the...
You're okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I have to wash those afterwards.
I know. That's why I say you're okay.
Yeah.
Because you have to wash them.
I do my own laundry.
Look, if you're interested in learning anything that we do here for yourself here on Talking Food, remember we do have culinary classes. We also have continuing education culinary classes. Go to nashcc.edu and search culinary, and you'll find all the information that you need to sign up for a class. I know Chef Frank does a fun time, has singular classes, and then these guys, the big guys, they 2 years you can have an associate's degree in culinary arts.
Come over, join us, join the dark side.
It's fun. And you'll impress all your people. Also, Thursday night, Brewing NC, a brand new show going to be airing from the 360-degree classroom out at Rocky Mountain Mills. We'll be interviewing Chef Frank. Actually, will be our host.
What is a Rocky Mountain Mills?
Rocky Mountain Mills is a brew mill that's got several restaurants and breweries on campus out there. They have Koi Pond Brewery, they have Tarboro Brewing Company, and the brand new brewery out there in the incubator is called Hot Fly Brewing. And we will be interviewing Cameron Schultz of Hot Fly Brewing. He's the owner and CEO. He's got a fantastic story of how he came to be a home brewer and then a big brewer. So 6 o'clock right here on Studio 67 NCC on Facebook Live, or also on YouTube at Nash Com College. Check it out on Thursday night.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. See you
or
guys.
anytime you want to see our videos.
Yeah, just keep watching.
Keep watching on Studio 67. Questions, comments, email, reach us.
Absolutely.
Bye.